You're back. What do you think, the Earth is a globe?
Yeah,
Or
it's
flat?
a snowplate spheroid. So, it's a globe. Snowplate spheroid. So, it's a globe.
What are you doing here?
I mean,
Do you think that the globe is in a glass cage as well?
no. Not.
Why not?
I mean, it's not really something that you need in a model. You don't need, like, glass or anything.
Well, then, if there is a globe and there is air all around us, what is keeping that air from flowing outside of the surface?
Well, it's the same thing that's keeping the air from flowing directly into where an airplane flies. It's lower pressure. Not a zone of...
Which is... that he didn't tell you much.
So like a container or something?
I mean, you would have the air as the container at that point.
Well, that's new. I haven't heard that one.
I mean, you can demonstrate it. The more dense... It's the same reason that if you take propane and put it in, or something like propane, and put it in a glass that's open, it stays there.
It doesn't go anywhere else. All of it stays in the glass.
Yeah. Because it's heavier than the air.
Nice.
So the more air you have, the more weight that you have above, which it's basically it's the same reason that there's more pressure at the bottom of a pool compared to the top of a pool. Or the ocean, for example. Hydrostatic pressure. Got nothing to do with the container.
So would it be electrostatic pressure in the air then?
No.
Oh.
It's the same principle as hydrostatic pressure. Because air is a fluid, like water. Basically, the lower you get, the more dense the air is. So, there's more air above pushing down, and that keeps it there. And as you get higher and higher, it gets thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner, until it's essentially nothing.
Well, that's less air pushing down. What the heck are you talking about?
As you get higher and higher, there's less and less air pushing down on the air that you're in, so it's thinner. When you're lower to the surface, there's more air above where you are, so it's thicker.
But gas isn't pushing down, it's moving in all directions.
Gas has weight. There's
an equal pressure on any point within a body of fluid. A body of gas. In all directions, at any point, the pressure is equal in all directions.
That's not how the atmosphere works.
Yeah, that's the behavior of gas, right? You can't say that, oh, that's how it works in a vacuum chamber or what, something, when that's literally still on the Earth, right?
I think he's
So
assuming that gravity
would be
is
the
pulling it
same
down.
anywhere, bro. It would be the same anywhere, bro.
I think
Weight
pulling
doesn't
it
just
down.
disappear because it's in a box, right? So if it's got weight in the air, it's got weight in a box.
Yes, that's the same reason that propane will stay in a glass even though it is open. Because it is more dense than the air around it. So it is pulled more.
So why can't I just go buy propane in a glass then instead of in a metal propane tank?
Because it will diffuse over time.
It will diffuse anyway.
You need a
So
pressurized.
it's not staying in the cup, is it?
For all intents and purposes, yes. It takes like a
No, it
day
eventually
or
does. It
more.
eventually dissipate?
Over a day or more, yeah.
Right. So it held down and didn't get prevented from doing what entropy dictates it should do. Right, so
Entropy
nothing holding it
dictates
down then.
Entropy says it diffuses.
So its weight didn't keep it there then, right?
Again, for more than a day, it was still in that glass.
Yeah. Its weight didn't keep it there though, did it?
Weight is not the right word to use.
And also, our atmosphere is not filled with propane. I mean, that's just propane. Let's talk about the air around us, like what's holding that in.
You breathe in
Same.
air, it's not pure oxygen. There's nitrogen,
Yeah, I know.
carbon dioxide. It diffuses into the mixture around you.
Yeah, it diffuses into the mix.
It's irrelevant to buoyancy question.
Yeah, you realize there's a point in the atmosphere where there's only the lightest elements, hydrogen and helium.
Yeah. The tippy top.
And how much atmospheric pressure is there at that altitude?
I don't know exactly which altitude we're discussing, but I would imagine around 2%.
No, by that point you're like that's like International Space Station slightly
So
below there.
177 miles or something.
Not
Isn't it like
really.
400 miles?
International Space Station is 250. Actually, I think it's actually just beyond the Kármán line, not the space station. That point is just beyond the Kármán line, which is 62 miles. And at that point, the air pressure.
Well, 62 miles is way short of where you're saying.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm correcting myself.
Have you got a reading of this pressure?
Yeah, you can do it yourself as well.
I can go up to 60 miles, can I?
Yeah, if you get a balloon that can take that pressure differential.
So how
Oh,
do you know? How do you know that pressure's that up there?
Because people have sent balloons up there.
What do you recommend I make that balloon out of?
60 miles? Fucking hell, bro. You got a dream. You're
What
dreaming.
should I fill that balloon with?
Hydrogen. How fast you want it to go up?
You want it to
Specifications.
be helium.
Just fill it with dreams.
I think hot helium might get you higher than cold helium, right? But it gets a little dangerous. Hot helium. Ooh.
You gotta fill it up.
99.9 repeating 99.9 repeating 7 of the atmosphere's mass lies below the Kármán line. So it's incredibly thin.
Well, the Kármán line is an arbitrary designation that is meant to determine. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is
an international line.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if it's a line where, well, it's the atmosphere up until here, and then we arbitrarily say that that's not in the atmosphere, even though there is atmospheric pressure a little bit up there.
Yeah, it's so thin
line,
that
yeah.
So there's still atmosphere, right?
yeah, but for all
Oh.
intents and purposes, there
It's
isn't
outside the
because it's so thin.
Right. So at least you're logically consistent.
For all intents and purposes, by 62 miles, there is no atmosphere.
Did you just learn that?
There is by your own statement 10 seconds ago.
I said for all
Not
intents.
not enough
I
to
said
be
for
defined
all
as
intents and purposes.
Not
Did
all
you just learn that?
intents. Not
Did you just
all.
learn that phrase today?
No, I didn't.
Because you've used it like
Well,
4 times already.
It's clearly
No.
not all intents and purposes if I'm enumerating multiple purposes in which it's not valid. And you're agreeing with me.
I'm agreeing with you that there is atmosphere. It's not
Beyond
useful.
the atmosphere? Beyond
It's
the
not
atmosphere?
useful
Hold on. Let's be very clear. You agree that there's atmosphere beyond the atmosphere.
Who has
as
claimed that the
described by
Kármán line is? Who has no? The Kármán line is the border between here and space. No one
It's an
has ever
imaginary.
said that that's where the
It's
atmosphere
an
ends.
imaginary border. Do you have me muted?
It's not something
It's an
people
imagine-
say.
It's an imaginary border. As
It's
was
simply
said
not something
by
that people
Iron
say.
Bear.
Yeah.
It's an Iron Bear told you it was an imaginary border.
Yeah, it's 62
Yeah.
miles. It's an arbitrary line, but it is internationally recognized.
Round about 62 miles, because you can never tell how high you are.
That's
You
what
can only
radar
surmise it based on like
that-
pressure sensors.
no, that's what radar altimeters are for, and GPS altimeters.
And that, is
They
that
go up to
all of
60
these
miles
readings
today.
have come from?
Yeah,
This modern
the-
technology. Is that where all these 1940s and 50s troposphere, stratosphere, pressures at this height and that height? That's all based on
done with
laser shit?
barometric altimeters.
Right, so it has
or
nothing to do
barometers.
with lasers you were talking about, right?
Back then, no, but nowadays that's how you measure your altitude.
Back then is how they established what we're working off of today. And unless you have something to supplant or replace it today, then I'm pretty sure we're just working off of what they last told us. Does that make sense?
That atmospheric pressure is measured, and that altitude is measured, and that altitude is
But
measured in a different way than the atmospheric pressure.
You're making a lot of claims here, and you haven't shown us anything.
Okay, why would
I
I
don't
need
think
to
he knows
show
how an
you that
altimeter works.
GPS altimeters work?
No, just show me a pressure reading at 60 miles.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to show something, because you've been making a lot of claims here.
It sounds like a robot too. It's fucking weird.
Who's got the Hellcat as their icon?
Yeah, that'd be me.
Is that missing its tail and aileron?
No, shouldn't be.
Oh, it's just clipped. The image is clipped on the circle. Sorry.
Get the reading.
Yeah, still waiting for proof there, buddy.
There are readings from close to that altitude. There's ones from.
There are zero readings. Zero readings.
Post it in the chat when you find it.
Yeah, I
Even
can't
if you
post
did
images.
have readings from a certain altitude, it's only a altitude that you assume you're at based upon your readings. There's no literal measurement. It's based on pressure.
Exactly.
Do you know what GPS altimeters are?
Yeah, bullshit.
I use them. basically
okay.
monthly.
Hey, okay, put the rating in the fucking chat. Hurry up.
Yeah. Show us your little GPS altimeter and show it you at 1,200 feet above sea level or wherever the fuck you are.
And then show us how you confirmed that you were actually at that height too.
Air pressure is the only way you could possibly do that, and weather constantly changes that shit. So you can't be 100% accurate. That's why things that are meant to fly through the air
Mountaineers,
crash into the ground often. It's because their instruments fail.
airplanes use GPS altimeters.
All of them.
Okay. Put your pressure reading in the
Commercial
chat.
airplanes do.
Hurry up. Put your pressure readings in the
Mountaineers
chat.
use GPS altimeters.
You're just
Commercial
another one of those.
1%.
Just one of those parrots that just says stuff and you don't actually know anything. Just hurry up and put your fucking
Can you
pressure
shut the
readings
fuck
in the
up?
chat.
Like, actually
Okay.
shut the fuck up, dude.
Don't
Right,
get
put your-
spicy
put your-
with him because you don't know what you're talking about. Come on now.
Yeah. Just put your
Civilized.
pressure reading in the chat. You're getting angry because you don't have a pressure reading that you claimed you did.
Show me the chart
Not
that
getting
you
angry as I
verify
don't
the
have the
pressure
pressure rating.
reading.
You are
to
getting
an
angry. I know. Guys like you with big fat vaginas get angry when
No, I'm
they get
asking you
caught
to
out.
shut the actual fuck up and stop asking me the same thing over and over again when I'm
He
trying to
wouldn't
do something.
if you would
Holy
answer
shit.
it one time. If you
I'm
answer
gonna
it one
say,
time, I promise you he won't ask again.
Yeah,
and
he's
no,
triggered.
I won't shut the fuck up.
He's triggered, guys. He's really triggered because he knows he's cornered.
He said nothing.
Do I
Want
have
to
the
move
ability
on
to
to
post images? No, I
GPS
don't.
altimeters
But I
and
can
stuff
DM
like
you
that.
the image.
I don't want it. You
We
put
all
it in the
want to
chat.
see it. Yeah, he's asking for all of us.
Unless that
Yeah, I
image
can't post
shows
images
the
in the
fucking
chat.
curvature of the globe, I don't give a shit. It's bullshit.
The only thing he'll have is some 1969 guesstimate calculation from some bullshit computer animation.
Yeah, I want
bet
to
not.
see an actual reading.
I bet he
Okay,
just
Timbo.
takes a picture from Google Images of some fucking GPS altimeter component that's in a junkyard someplace and be like, yeah, this proves it. No, it doesn't. So many globers believe that they can prove the globe by disproving flat Earth or one debunking thing. That does not prove the globe. You found some person who had a really like batshit carefully or clean clunkily constructed argument for the flat earth, and you say, this person doesn't know that, therefore it's wrong, and you think the whole thing's wrong. You
So
didn't
literally
prove
what
the
you've been
globe.
doing this entire conversation.
You didn't
Great
prove
work,
anything.
dude.
You just may at the
The
best
irony is
have
astounding.
just proved one fucking example.
Here's a
That
mountaineer
doesn't
wearing a
prove anything.
GPS altimeter. This is an altimeter that I've worn on my wrist when I go hiking.
I wasn't asking for that. I was
Dude, they're
asking for-
$7
Nobody
on
was.
Amazon. They're $7 on Amazon.
Yeah,
I was
nobody was
asking for
asking
a-
for that.
I was asking for a
Does
pressure rating at 60 miles up, is what you claimed.
Is Mount Rainier? I thought
He's
Mount,
got a
Mount
fancy
Rainier
little
was.
watch.
You
That's
can't do
not Mount
60
Rainier.
miles. You can't do 60 miles with the GPS altimeter.
Who says that
Has
you
a
can't?
fancy little watch that means more truth to him than his own eyes, his own senses, or everybody around him. Like, well, my watch says I'm dead, so I must be dead.
Also, if you go high enough, you can see the curve of the Earth. It's
No, you
not
can't.
difficult to do.
Dude, stop lying to us.
Stupid. Holy shit.
This guy's funny.
There's nowhere on Earth that you
Oh,
can
you
stand
wanna
on the
explain
ground
that
and
photo?
see the curvature. No.
I'm gonna send it to you as well, Timbo.
Nobody who's serious believes that.
Seeing them, but I'm driving, so.
So if I climb up to the top of Mount Everest, I can see the curve.
Not what I said.
So do I have to climb higher?
Yeah, the photo that I sent you is a airplane HUD view from 43,000. So.
You sent me.
What kind of window are they looking out of to see that curve?
The cockpit window.
I like to see the specifications of how that window is built.
Oh, that's got to be a
It looks
tiny
pretty
Earth,
fucking
then.
flat, dude.
It's got to be a
Yeah,
super
is that-
tiny Earth.
Yeah, he's
I
living
think you
on
turn
around
like
in there.
Yeah,
it's like a 500
here's the-
mile radius Earth.
Here's the thing about
If you
cockpit
turn
windows.
around-
Here's the thing about cockpit windows. They can't
on.
have
It was
distortion.
nice having a
That's
discussion.
federal law.
So if you
Yeah, there's no
turned around,
curvature
would
on
you?
that.
It was nice having a
If you
discussion
turned
with you
around, would
guys,
you
but
see this?
I gotta bounce
Fuck.
out of this room.
If nobody
So if
told
you
you
turn-
Kind
about
words,
the globe,
Adrian
Ah!
and
you'd see
everyone.
that on Mount Everest, and you would look out there and say, "Oh my God, we're on a globe." No, you would not. It
I
violates
realize that we
natural
live-
law and your senses.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, you
No,
would not
it doesn't,
stand up
first
there on
off.
the top of Mount
Second off,
Everest
we
and
figured
look
out the
around
Earth was a
flat
sphere
and say,
in classical
"Holy
Greece.
shit!"
You
What
never
does that
figured
say?
out anything. You never figured out anything, dude.
Do you know what "we" means? We as in humanity,
Yes.
excluding you guys.
Royal we.
But we is the royal we, which is humanity.
No, you didn't do shit.
You're not included in humanity.
Why wouldn't I be?
Trying to teach humanity something that humanity knows instinctively as to be false, and you're trying to convince them otherwise. So you're obviously on the
The
outside of that
classical
group.
Greeks knew the Earth was a sphere.
No, that's a lie.
False.
Okay, prove it.
You prove it.
So,
Yeah, you
so
still
far,
improved the air pressure thing.
came in. So far,
You still
How would
can't
they
prove
know
it.
it's a
Your watch
sphere?
even is charged up with the battery.
Can you guys hear me?
How
or-
would they know it's a? How would the ancient Greeks know it's
I
a
hear you,
sphere?
Tebow.
What could they actually do?
They didn't believe it
So,
was a sphere.
Stellar navigation was one thing.
Oh, they navigated the stars?
Okay, so that doesn't tell them that the
Sun-
Earth's a sphere. Try
He
again.
thinks Greeks had
The
spaceships.
sunrise and
Start me there.
sunset and the
That
phases
doesn't
of the
tell
moon.
the Earth is a sphere either. So try again.
I have yet to see someone explain.
You haven't named
how
anything
phases
about
of the
the
moon
Earth. You
work on a
said
flat
something
Earth.
about the sun. You said something about the stars. You said something about everything but the Earth. I said, how do they know the Earth is a sphere?
That is how.
Oh, so they don't
Because
know.
there are-
Congratulations.
Yes, they do. Because there are
no,
things
because
that
what
we
you're talking
observe
about,
that
you
only
listen,
work if
listen.
Earth is a sphere.
Look, bro, no, you're claiming that, but that's not true.
And you
So, it's
explain lunar
I don't need to
phases
explain
on a flat
anything.
Earth.
You need
Yes,
to
you do.
demonstrate.
You
need
are
to
making
demonstrate
a claim
that it's
lunar phases work on a flat Earth.
Grumman.
Okay,
Can you
Grumman.
explain
so again,
how?
once again, the moon. We're not talking about the moon. We're talking about the Earth. You said they know that the Earth is a globe. Okay? Everything you're talking about would be an inference, and inferences aren't knowledge. So I can look around my neighborhood and see all brick houses and infer that my house may also be made of brick. But that doesn't, I don't know my house is
Seeing
made of brick
the
until I look
moon
at my,
go through
shut up,
phases and
shut
saying,
up,
"This
dude, let me
doesn't work
finish
on
the
flat
fucking
Earth," isn't
sentence,
the same
dude.
as going all
So,
the
dude,
Let
just
him.
go on fucking mute, bro. Really simple. Let me finish my fucking sentence. Okay? You can look at all your goddamn neighbor's house and they're made of brick, but you don't know if your house is made of brick until you look at it. So, how do they know the Earth is a sphere? Go
by
ahead, dude.
observing things that are impossible on a flat Earth, as
Okay,
I've
you
said.
don't know if they're impossible on a flat Earth. You haven't demonstrated they're impossible on a flat Earth. You just
They-
believe that.
They have been demonstrated as being impossible on the flat Earth.
By who?
Okay, show
Name the
us.
scientific experiment. Please.
Demonstrate that they are. That's
Mickelson
the
No,
I'm
that's not
asking
how it
about.
works, dude.
There's a
So
burden
there's
of
things
proof
like
that
called
you're creating.
exclusionary. There's called exclusionary proofs, right? So Fermat's principle, Fermat's last theorem, a squared plus b squared equals
when
c
you
squared.
say,
It is a limit. So
explain this,
hold on,
you're
dude. No,
indirectly making a claim that it is possible on a flat Earth. That is your indirect claim.
That's my
I think
indirect
you'd be
claim.
smarter if you listened to people when they were educating you.
Yeah, he can't. He's fucking locked in. The fact remains is the Greeks didn't know fucking anything. And nothing they can observe about the heavens will tell them what the shape of the earth is, because it's inferential.
Okay, so
My
This
neighbor
is just
has
a matter of logic, dude.
how do you
period.
know? How do you know the Earth is flat other than it looks flat?
Okay,
All right,
measurement.
this is how you sound. Can I have a minute,
Such
please?
as what
Measure-
measurement?
Measure. Oddly enough, you can measure the surface of the earth with a laser.
Indio, can I have a
Hold on. He asked the question. So you shoot a laser, and if the Earth is a globe and the surface of the Earth is curving, that means as you go along the laser, the surface of the Earth should get farther and farther away from the laser as an exponential function. So such as 40 kilometers, the laser should be 420 feet or 400. Who's interrupting me?
Yeah, the Earth is
Yeah, I don't think so, dude. So, the laser at 40 kilometers away should be 400 or should be 127 meters off the surface of the Earth. And when we do this test, that's not the case. It's 1.5 meters off the surface of the Earth, the same height it started as. That means the laser and the surface of the Earth are in parallel. This is measuring the Earth. And this is just one of many, many measurements of the surface of the Earth.
I gonna
Go
get
ahead,
the whole
Iron.
argument of
I
light
forgot what
doesn't
I was
bend
gonna
here
say, sorry.
when I explain to you how
Doesn't
that
bend.
works?
Look, bro, this is off by the prediction by 2 orders of magnitude. You can't get light to bend that much. Okay, unless you have like a fucking 170-degree temperature gradient, which is unphysical.
You probably have like a 10 to 12 degree gradient on the surface of water that you're shining a laser across. You might get some refraction or diffraction, or
Well, if you apply standard refraction at this distance, you'll move the laser down 5 meters. But you need to
Right,
move
but
it down another 100. Hold on, you need to move it down another 122 meters. So where are you
no,
getting
but you'd
that from?
expect a difference of like 10% maximum.
No, that's not how it goes, dude.
No, for
It's
atmospheric.
not a linear relationship.
No, I'm saying if I were to do this experiment myself, I would expect a 6 to 10% degree of variability based on atmospheric conditions or the temperature of the water versus the air right above the water versus the temperature of
mean,
the air 10 feet
that's
above the water. There could
fantastic.
be some shit to there. I wouldn't expect it to be exact, but I would expect it to be within one.
How are you going to measure that?
Well,
Not
it's all fantastic because the results here are 1,000% off.
Right, my point exactly.
2 orders of
You could not
magnitude.
ascribe that to atmospheric refraction or anything like that. It has to be because it's so far off that it cannot be, oh, the wind blew.
Well, I mean, it would be very odd that not only did, because they actually did these tests 3 weeks apart, so it would be very, very fucking odd. And they had meteorological stations that not only did they not measure the frickin' weather condition with 2 meteorological stations at the endpoints 3 weeks apart, and they had the identical magical weather conditions 3 weeks apart that let them
Can you send me
frickin'
a link to
see
this
a globe.
experiment?
Yeah. I'll post in the chat.
I'm on your side.
Well, I mean, it'd be very fucking odd they did it again 3 weeks later.
I think the ideal version would be if the temperature of the water and the temperature of the air were the same magically on one day. That's the day you take the measurement. That's most clear. So you don't have that distortion of the temperature difference above the surface of the water across a lake or something like that. I think that's the
That's
ideal.
That's just one of many. I mean, we got Salt Lake one. We got frickin' Salt Lake on the land, on the water. Like every way you can frickin' slice it, it's been done.
I agree. But some people still can't see it.
They don't want to see it.
They want to argue with you.
The Salt Lake one that DJ shows all the time is pretty cuckoo. You can see 21 miles to the other shoreline. And at that night, they went and they shot the laser across the same distance 21 kilometers. And not only do you see the laser, you see the reflection of the laser off the water, which, if
Oh shit!
that's
Is
that's
bouncing the
impossible.
laser, Indio, is bouncing the laser back to the original observer? Is that the way to prove it even more?
No,
That nobody saw the
check
thing?
it out. If the laser is supposed to be behind the curve, right, on the other side of the curve, how could you ever see the reflection of the laser off the water?
They're always trying to hit a target across.
Think
the
about
water.
it. Hold on, dude. Think about what I'm saying for a second.
Man.
You got a hump, a hill. How can you see the reflection off the laser when the only place the laser can bounce off is the other side of the hill?
You can't.
Yeah, you can't. But we do.
I
So
want one of those lasers.
would it be a good proof if you shined a laser across the lake and had it bounce back across the same lake to you?
I mean, that's been, they did a triple mirror flash at the Salton Sea, where they made basically a giant freaking triangle, right? So one mirror operator could see two other mirrors at the same time. In each point of that triangle, each person could see the other two mirrors, which are also see like 128 feet under the curve of the Earth.
So
That reminds me of the Michelson-Morley experiment a little bit.
just wondering, did they have multiple vertical arrays recording temperature along the entire path of the laser?
Why would they need to do that, dude?
What do you mean? Why would they need to do that?
Yeah, I'm asking why
Because
you're asking.
refraction.
Because that's a red
refraction
herring.
isn't-
So I
No,
guess
it's
the
not.
military can't use line of sight anymore.
No, it's
You
not,
understand
because
that
refraction
you
isn't
need to move
something
the
where
laser.
This big area has this refraction.
Yeah,
it
but you need to.
changes for
Yeah, that's a cool story, but no one's ever demonstrated that this type of refraction actually exists. Okay.
Hypothetically,
can see.
if there
Okay,
was,
because I already told you that the drop was supposed to be 127 meters. Now, if you use standard refraction calculation, that only moves the laser down 5 meters. So now you have 122 meters to make up. So you would need some crazy, abnormal day, not only just once, and not at just one distance, at 7 different distances, with 3 tests done 1 week, and 2 more tests done 3 weeks later. In the same crazy refractive condition, a 20 times deflection refraction condition that makes the Earth looks like it has a radius of 65,000 miles, that would have to exist.
yeah, he'll cherry
By random, 2 weeks apart, and it didn't show up on their meteorological station somehow.
he will cherry pick an example that says, "Oh, look, the math matches up for me right now."
No, I'm not cherry
but he
picking. It's
ignored
people
the
that know what the hell
The thing
they're
is, you can't
doing.
just say the magic word refraction. You need to justify how it even applies. You need to actually justify using
refraction applies to everything that you do in the atmosphere.
Yeah, that's your claim, dude. That's not a justification.
So
Doesn't
refraction
demonstrate you
applies
knowledge.
If
when
I
I
drop
want
a
to fly a
bowling
plane.
ball off a cliff, and I say, "Hey, dude, that's fell at 10 meters per second squared," and you say refraction, and I go,
Why are
"Dude, you
you
need to
comparing-
justify why refraction affects a bowling ball," and you're like, "Refraction applies to everything."
Refraction applies to light, not solid objects.
So you understand now why your
Okay,
observation.
why does it apply to light in this case?
Because you're over water.
Oh, okay. So water causes refraction?
Yeah, there's a higher refractive index over water.
Okay.
Why?
It's not how it works. You don't know what you're talking
Nothing to
about.
do with temperature variations.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the variation. Because the water is there.
Because the water's there, that makes
So
the light.
Yeah,
there's-
you
so let's get
realize
this straight.
there's a difference
Hey,
in
Grumman,
temperature
slow
between
down.
the
You're going to
air
fry
and
your
the
brains.
water.
Grumman,
Yeah, we know
silence.
they measured it.
Oh.
So let me get this straight. When we go to the salt flats, there's zero miraging effects. because there's zero water.
No. I said
Oh, so it's not water of this cause and effect relationship.
Boom.
I said there is a more.
Look, brother.
By what difference?
You would need the water in the air to have a 70-degree temperature difference.
What do you think that the temperature difference between the air in the atmosphere and water that's like
hold up
in the Gulf of Mexico?
That's what causes
in the atmosphere? Time out.
All right, are you cocked or something, dude? You drinking, brother?
The temperature difference between the air and the atmosphere? Really?
Between the water and the air will cause a temperature gradient, right? And that temperature gradient, which causes the refractive index gradient, which in turn would cause the bending of light. Now, to bend light, the amount you need it to bend, you would need a 70-degree temperature difference in 1 meter, which is unphysical and has never been seen on the fucking Earth.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that that's what it is.
Meter above
But
sea
that's what it would
level.
have to be.
Oh my god.
Not what I'm saying it is.
But that's what it would have to be to get this result.
As you've said, the temperature gradient changes per meter.
Yeah, great. Like 1 degree, a half a degree.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that you need something to measure the temperature across the entire track of the laser.
No, we don't.
Yes, because that half of a degree matters.
There goes line of sight for the military again.
Yeah. So, hey, Grumman, check it out. If you were to shoot the laser and then you were to walk along it, you and me, we've set the laser up horizontal, and then we go down to 21.8 miles, and we're standing either side of the laser. Where's your refraction?
See the video that I sent?
Where's the refraction? You're standing next to the laser. Where's the refraction? You're not looking along it. You've walked along it to make sure that it's making its way, that there's nothing in the blocking its way. Where's the refraction when you get 21.8 miles down the other end?
You can see the fucking cannon looking at you. It's gonna kill you.
No, hold on.
Refraction.
He's got the laser. We've set it up horizontal.
Crazy.
We've gone down the other end, 21.8 miles.
Horizon's not physical, dude.
Okay, so
where's your
that's
refraction?
A claim.
Yeah, that's easy to prove. If the horizon was physical, could it move around?
Nope.
Does it move around?
Yes.
No.
Oh, no? You sure about that?
Doesn't.
The horizon is depending on the observer.
This dude just said the horizon don't move around. That's crazy, bro.
I heard that. That's going to be a good one.
The horizon moves.
Wow, dude.
Well, I mean, that sucks, dude, because we live on a ball of 315,000 mile radius.
You're gonna, dude. The horizon doesn't rise to your eye level. That's proven by.
I said moved around, dude.
No one said it does. No one said it does. Only you said
you have like
it does.
2015 arguments, man.
In what way do you mean the horizon moves?
It'll appear at one distance one day and another distance the other day. In fact, it'll appear at different distances within hours.
During the same day, yeah. A couple different times.
Visibility.
So in the...
Yeah, that's called refraction. That's
so it's not
something
physical.
That we've brought up. No,
so you've just claimed...
the light from
you've just shot yourself down, Grumman. The horizon is not physical, it is now refracted. So you've just sold away any opportunity you thought you had of proving Earth curvature.
The horizon will not move.
The horizon is non-existent if you beg for refraction, you knuckle dragger.
And now you're contradicting NASA because NASA says the higher you get in altitude, the less defined the horizon becomes.
NASA's
no, the more defined the curve becomes.
Yeah, where'd you read about that?
Wow, he just says anything, doesn't he?
Dude, you're just a freaking...
Where did you read about that? No, dude, it's stuff that I've seen.
It's a published national paper, by the way.
I've been in airplanes before.
Oh, you can see the curve of the Earth from an airplane? You can tell us that now?
That's what he said. He said, yeah. He said out the cockpit window, you can just see this big curve. And so that means we live on like a 500-mile radius Earth.
No,
Well, that's crazy because in the chat I was supposed to 315,000 mile radius Earth.
Yeah, I've never
Well,
heard
that,
anybody say
no,
500.
that curve is exactly what's expected to be seen if you run it through.
There's
a
no
proper
curve from an
first
airplane.
calculation.
There's
Yes,
no
there
curve.
is.
No,
Yes,
there
is,
isn't.
no.
Show us.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
Okay,
Austin.
so you disagree not only with geometry, but every other freaking person that's ever talked about it. Every other scientist, every other optical scientist, every other fucking person.
Who?
Hundreds
Like
of
who?
thousands of pilots.
You realize the Earth is supposed to have a diameter of 8,000 miles, and you're saying being 10 miles above it, you can see the curvature of the Earth. 10 miles above
Yes.
an 8,000 mile diameter ball.
Yes.
Think about what you're saying. You're 1/800th above the surface.
Yes.
Indio.
There are people
Isn't
that
the
can
radius
break-
3,900?
There are people.
There are
Indio.
If you had a ball. Oh, okay.
3,000
Iron Dude, you're
people
fucking
have
cocked or
spoken.
something.
Yeah.
You're just saying random shit, man. So, Grumman, if you had a ball that was 6 feet tall, an airplane would be 1/100th of an inch above it. Okay, you don't know what you're talking about. You're talking out your ass.
I've seen it from an aircraft.
No, you haven't.
So, yes, I
dude.
have.
Well, then you're a tiny earther, dude.
You're a liar, dude.
Yeah, you are a liar. Dude, not even 128,000 feet. Not even 250 miles, dude.
Felix Baumgartner said that he saw the curvature of the Earth.
Yeah,
so if you're
and
gonna pull that argument.
Neil deGrasse
And how are you going to back that up?
in Neil deGrasse Tyson, right?
Is wrong.
He's wrong.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me, in the images he posted, right? The GoPro. So what is that? Planet Mexico?
No, that's a
You
fish
can't even
island.
see the border of New Mexico. How can that be the horizon? How can that be the Earth?
Called a wide-angle lens.
Oh, so that's not the curve of the Earth. He didn't see the curve of the Earth from his fucking balloon.
Felix Baumgartner did.
No, he didn't, dude. No, he didn't.
Oh, his eyes.
Hey, check it out.
he did.
He also saw the
Sorry,
curvature of the
guy.
Earth from ground level. Look inside chat. 34 past the hour. Not even off the ground yet. That's him getting into the little shuttle thing.
Do you not understand the difference between human eyes and a camera?
Oh,
What's that got to do with your claim?
Was he looking for a visor?
And
The
sometimes
visor
people
that distorts jack all because that's.
Oh, doesn't it? How do you know? Have you worn it? Have you worn it?
Yes, I have worn
what about the shot from inside the pod?
Holy
What about the shot from inside the pod? What about the shot from inside the pod?
Where you're looking through this tiny thing? Yeah, of course, that's not going to show fucking curvature.
So it doesn't look like it's curving. So it doesn't look like it's curving.
Even defished images. People that have defished.
Is that a word? Answer that either, bro.
Yeah, that's something that you can do.
So look in the chat. Which one of these circles of the circle the horizon for Felix Baumgartner? Which one?
The wider one.
Which of these circles? It's the fucking yellow one, dude. The yellow one. In the center. The yellow one is the complete, if you could see 360 degrees, his horizon. The biggest circle would be the ISS horizon. The ISS would only see 3% of the Earth. Now, you're trying to tell us that seeing 1,000th of the fucking Earth, you can see the curve. Get the fuck out of here, bro. 1,000th of the Earth, dude.
Why don't you
It's
ask
probably less
Felix
than 1,000.
Baumgartner yourself? Oh wait, you can't because he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
So what are you trying to push his claims for him then? Because he's fucking dead. Hello, McFly?
Anyway, I'll just send you a photo here.
I thought he wasn't dead. I thought we've determined he wasn't.
No, he died in a paraglider, I think, is what it was.
Maybe he told somebody, "Hey, I really think it was flat," and then they were like, "Shut up," and they killed him.
Gando, I sent you a couple of photos because I can't send images in this.
So if you could see the whole circle of the horizon, it would be 0.094% of the surface of the Earth. So that's a 10,000th, okay? And that's just assuming you could see the entire circle, which you can't because you only have a certain field of view. And your actual focal field of view, what you can actually focus on, is only 5% or 5 degrees. So he can see 1/100th of the surface of the Earth and see the curve. You're a retard, bro.
Here, I ran a photo through a Earth curve calculator. And that's the expected curvature at that height. And it matches with what the photo is showing.
You mean Bison's Earth curve calculator? With the sliders? So you can just slide them around until it matches any image that you post?
If you know the refractive index, that's what you're getting. And that's also, first off,
if you know the
before you go stroking yourself over about the refractive index,
without refraction.
Yeah, Grumman, before you go stroking yourself about this refractive index, how about you...
The normal.
How about you supply us an image?
Refraction.
How about you shut up for 5 seconds and stop talking through people, you rude little turd. How about you, instead of stroking your ego about this refractive index, supply us with an image, right? And all I want is the known refractive index. I wouldn't do that again if I was that person. So how about supply us with an image that you know what the refractive index is, and then we'll run it through Bislin's little slider fun factory and see if it matches up.
Already supplied Indo with one.
It's Indio, not Indo.
Way, supplied him with one. If he wants to send it.
So you supplied the refractive index.
Yeah, I see it. Hold on.
If he's laughing, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
Then there's horizon out at eye level at Rainier.
Yeah, but you got horizon at eye level at Baumgartner. How's that possible? And the horizon should never be at eye level unless your face is on the ground. The level of your eye.
I'm looking at photos here with a theodolite app that show in an airplane the horizon is not at eye level.
Planes fly tilted up, nitwit.
Out the side? They fly tilted, banked over?
Well, I don't know if it was banked in that instance.
Well, because the photo that I'm looking at is out the side window.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So if you want to try the excuse of it's tilted, you would.
It is tilted. Go get the negative degrees, dude.
Oh, man.
You know how one of this freaking thing works? Do you know how a plane works?
They're pitched up. Pitch and roll are different. They're pitched.
Yeah, I know. It's -3 degrees on one side and -0.3 degrees on one side and -0.5 on the other. Do you see it? Think you measure the fucking... Dude, you gotta be some kind of idiot, dude. You really honestly have to be freaking an idiot. He's just 2017 lameness, dude. So there's your image. You know this one that says -0.3? That means the phone is tilted.
Yeah. And so -0.3 degrees is barely tilt.
And but it is tilted.
Now he's going to make excuses for how little it's tilted. So it's tilted. You agree with that? Excellent.
First of all, that doesn't even look like a real fucking photograph, first of all. And that just looks like a shit overlay. This isn't a photograph. Did this come from a video?
No, it didn't.
Where did it come from?
Me.
And why would you expect Mount Rainier,
It's Mount Hood.
Mount Hood, whatever? Why would you expect that? You know he's tilted up, right?
By 0.03 degrees.
Yeah, but he's 5,000. He's at 5,000 feet, and if Mount Hood is higher than he is, he's gonna have to be tilted back. He should have to be tilting down. Because I don't know how far away he is, right? Because
Yeah, what's the distance?
How far away
to
is
the
he?
mountain from that observation?
Well, we can calculate how much he's supposed to be tilted down, because he should be tilted down, but he's tilted up. See how the crosshair is centered on the peak of the mountain? So that peak should be 5,000 feet higher than where he is.
Yeah, and then you take into account distance.
If the Earth was flat.
Take into account distance.
Yeah, then there's a drop. If we only knew the distance. What is the distance? Any clue? And where did he get his altitude from?
GPS altimeters exist. They're
Oh
used
my
with
God.
mountaineering. Something I use when I go hiking.
Okay, he's inside of an airplane, isn't he? Pressurized
No,
cabin?
That doesn't look like he's inside of an airplane.
Well, I don't know what this is. It's impossible to evaluate. To be honest, the image looks like it was color corrected, and this looks fucking overlaid. This don't even look right. I don't know if he's in an airplane, but he can't use a GPS altimeter. You know that the GPS's vertical values are the worst known. They can be off by hundreds of meters.
In my experience, they haven't been, because I use them when I go hiking.
Anecdotal evidence isn't.
It's not anecdotal, it's personal.
It is anecdotal. You said, in my experience. As soon as you said that, that makes it anecdotal.
No, it doesn't. It makes it personal experience.
Yeah, anecdotal. Do you not know what that word means?
Not anecdotal. I'm muting this guy. These are apps that you can download on your phone. They're theodolite apps.
Don't mute Indio or you'll be banned.
Not muting Indio. I'm muting the guy.
Anecdotal, not necessarily true or reliable, because based on personal accounts.
If you mute anybody, you're going to get kicked.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm going to unmute you, Iron Bear, dude. Try not to have verbal fucking diarrhea.
I was never trying to diarrhea anybody.
He played this game.
You're just like you're not following the conversation. You're just interjecting random shit, dude. Try to follow along. What's up, Casey?
How you doing, you alright?
So haven't you noticed, Grumman, that you haven't presented any measurements of the surface of the Earth?
That photo that is a measurement of the surface of the Earth.
Well, how far? No, it doesn't. If we don't know how far away the goddamn mountain is. See, if we know how far away the mountain is, and we knew his elevation, we could calculate how much he's supposed to dip down because of the curve of the Earth. For some reason, he's tilted up. So if you look at the right-hand side, that's his tilt, okay? And he's tilted up.
Negative is
Well-
down.
Oh yeah, he's tilted down. So half a degree.
Half a degree over 30 miles
half a degree,
is a long way.
Half a degree would be 0.5. That's 0.05.
Over 30 miles?
So, according to calculations, thanks to ChatGPT, because I'm too lazy to do any of them,
Hey, Hellcat,
roughly 83
why are you on here
miles.
spewing the same stuff that you've been spewing on spaces?
Calculations, thanks to ChatGPT, because I'm too lazy. Also, I love that Platter posted that photo. I'd love to see a fighter jet go Mach 2 at sea level without ripping its wings off.
Like at sea level, like on the sea level, or like 10 meters above? Or
how much do you think the air pressure
this jet to be a
changes?
boat? You want it to hit the water at sea level?
Photo that he's showing, it's basically skimming the waves.
Are you
Sea
trying to say
levels.
that photo's fake?
No, I'm saying that the premise of at Mach 2 is incorrect. At most, it's going transonic, which is what that cone is. That's a transonic cone.
Supersonic.
No, that's transonic.
So, can you explain to me, because I'm stupid, the difference between transonic and supersonic, real quick?
Transonic is between subsonic and supersonic. It's basically commercial airliners fly at speeds that are in the transonic zone.
So, like, right at that speed that's not quite supersonic, but above sonic? Like, what are you talking about? You sound dumb.
Like 500 to 600 miles an hour.
Yeah, 500 to 600 miles an hour.
Yeah, speed of sound is what, like 780?
Yeah, it's a range called transonic. It doesn't mean that you're above the speed of sound.
Made up shit.
Sonic and supersonic are also completely made up things, as is the speed of sound.
Stupid marketing words, dude, that they made up was that they were developing airplanes. We got a transonic airplane. Oh, I got a supersonic airplane. I got a hypersonic airplane. I'm even better.
Well,
dude, I got a thermometer. I got a thermometer that measures 0 degrees, but it calls it trans zero. It's not below 0 or above 0. It's trans 0.
I'm trans 0.
It's transonic.
I got a
in between
trans PSI pressure gauge, man.
Oh yeah.
How are you
Grumman boy.
anything if you're still
Grumman boy, can you say something interesting so you don't have to listen to buzzwords?
This is
made up bullshit.
This is aerodynamic. This is basic airplane stuff.
Yeah,
okay,
basic
cool story.
stuff.
Typically between Mach 0.8 and 1.2, or transonic flow, is seen.
Oh, I get it. You're trying to say that a plane can fly subsonic and supersonic, so it can transition between supersonic and subsonic flight? Is that what you're saying?
Transonic is that transition.
Oh, okay, cool story. How is this relevant to anything we're talking about?
Not.
All right, thanks. Then quit picking at it. Yeah, I want to actually hear a conversation that progresses somewhere.
Any plane that can fly supersonic speeds can also fly at subsonic speeds.
Holy fuck, get muted, dude. Yeah. How about that?
Fucking warned him, dude. Were you in here when I just warned him? I just unmuted him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Dude's on his own shit, man. Dude, go start a guest room. Trans units. You might
Okay,
get a
India.
different crowd than what you're expecting, but
Based off his picture with his coordinates at the top of it, your mountain from where that was taken, you're looking at 83.32 miles.
Right?
Yeah, buddy. Let's say the horizon is below a perfect level line from the midline of your vision. Let's say that's true. Whoopty frick. The ground is below you. It's supposed to be below you. What's the problem? Now let me put this in a logic form so you can understand. All right. The ground below you is below you. Therefore, it's below you. Follow that? It's very simple.
I can barely understand you with the roboting.
Oh, my bad.
you're not roboting, you're just crackling, your mic's a little fucking broken up or something.
Oh, man.
I thought we call that roboting when the mic is.
Roboting is when you have a bad internet connection and the packets don't arrive in sequence. He just has a freaking. I think your Bluetooth is dying.
Man. All right. I give up.
You actually sound good then. Maybe you're just too far away from your device.
All right, that's it.
And
I'm
now.
back. Oh, man.
Dude, I heard a hint of crackle. And sorry, my ears are sensitive to stuff like that. I did orchestra for like 4
That's
years.
great, dude. All I need to know is if I'm wasting my time talking.
I wouldn't say you're wasting your time, but you might want to get.
Am I trans crackle?
Yeah, you're crackling on some things, and then you're
transitioning to no crackle.
Yeah.
All right. I'll say this one more time, dude. The horizon is where the sky appears to meet the ground. The ground is below you, in case you didn't know that. So, at all times, the horizon's below you. I mean, I don't understand what the problem is. Like, is there a problem with the horizon being low in your field of view? Is that an issue?
I mean, there's a claim that's made by a lot of flat earthers that is that the horizon always rises to your eye level.
What does that mean?
It means that you're going to see the horizon in the same place in your vision, like directly in the center.
You sure?
In the center of your vision.
Whoa, bro. Rises to and in the center of don't jive. So, for example, if I say I'm going to the store, I've not yet arrived at the store. If I say I'm in the center of the store, I'm in the store. So maybe it's a language problem. Just because flat earthers say that the horizon should be at the midline of your vision, if anybody has, they're wrong. So why would it matter to show people who aren't the people making that claim that the horizon is below the midline of your vision? Like, what's the issue? What's the problem?
Because that's something that we expect on a sphere.
Dude, okay, let me help you out, friend. The ground is below you, no matter what, right?
Yeah.
We all agree, right? It's not like when you go up high in the sky, the ground gets taller. Right? So I don't know what aspersions you've been cast by some moronic flat earther that may or may not have told you the horizon should be at the midline of your vision if the earth was flat, but that's stupid.
The point is the horizon drops away from you as you get higher.
Yeah, no duh, dude. The ground is below you. The higher you go, the more it's below you. Holy moly, bro. Duh.
So there's something physical about the horizon.
Holy crap, one more time for the slow kids in the back. The horizon is where the surface of the earth appears to meet the sky. So yeah, there's some part of it that's the ground, and the ground is below you all the time. Unless you're at the base of a mountain, I guess. But if you get higher, then it's going to get lower. What's the issue?
So the horizon is a physical thing.
Holy crap, dude. Painful.
It's been this way for like an hour.
Dude, the horizon's an artifact of the fact that you see everything by acquiring light from the outside world. That's all it is, dude. Because you don't have a supercomputer plugged into the matrix so you can see all floating points simultaneously in an orthographic and transdimensional representation, dude. Yeah, you have eyes, you have to see. You have an angular field of view. So maybe you're under the misapprehension that if ideal artist perspective existed in reality, which it doesn't, that everything would, if the Earth was flat, go into infinity to a point. Well, that's not even possible, dude. Because in reality, you actually have to use light to see, not ideal lines that you draw on a piece of paper. And light actually has properties. It takes up space, it has wavelengths, right? There's angles involved. There's near field diffraction, far field diffraction. There's all kinds of things going on. There's no such thing as ideal perspective in the real world. Kind of like there's no such thing as platonic shapes. I mean, this would be as stupid as me saying the Earth can't be a globe because it's not a perfect sphere. Would you take me seriously if I said something like that? The answer is no, you wouldn't. Because I'd be arguing from an ideal, which is nonsense. I mean, if you want to say the Earth can't be flat because it's not an ideal form represented in artist perspective, I mean, I don't know what to do here.
Not what I was saying, but okay.
Well, then why does the horizon being lower at the higher you go have any merit to talking about the Earth being a globe or flat then? As if the horizon has to be at the midline of your
that
vision.
has been made that it rises to eye level.
Okay, fair. Okay, so it's a bunk claim. It's a stupid claim. Do we both agree? Yeah, we both agree.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So now that we know it doesn't prove the Earth's not flat, whoop-de-doo.
Then the photo that does show the Earth curving was just dismissed as, oh, that's fake.
What Earth curving? That photo that you showed where the horizon was lower than the crosshairs that you put?
No, not that one.
Okay, then where's the one we're showing it's curving?
One that had, what's his name, Bislin's calculator overlaid.
What? That's wait a minute, dude. Are you basically go ahead. But are you basically having an image where you can't see the bottom of it, and then you're doing like a blink test, or this bottom is sunk under a horizon line, and you think that because you can't see the bottom that you're looking at curvature? That's not showing curvature.
No, it's because you can see it from side to side.
Side to side? Oh, all right. Yeah, post that, homie.
How much curve are you claiming to see from side to side? Do you have a number?
Not very much.
So it's just like it looks curved, it must be curved, but with no data to go with it?
Yeah, it's a 3-degree dip angle.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be bogus nothing. What? Dude, you just sent me the same image you were talking about earlier.
No, the image that I was talking about earlier was this one.
All right, you must have done it accidentally.
Oh, that's
no,
the
you
same
posted
way.
the same thing.
I just posted the same thing. No, that's not what I meant. I forgot to copy the correct image.
No worries.
That's the photo.
Holy crap, dude. That's not a photo. Are you telling me this is an overlay on an actual photo?
Yeah, the second one that I posted is an overlay. The first one is a photo taken with an app that does the overlay.
Holy crap. 1X iPhone camera? Holy crap. You think an iPhone doesn't have barrel distortion because you just put on fisheye?
What barrel does an iPhone camera have?
Dude. All it says is 1X iPhone camera. What does that mean? The first iPhone?
No, it means that it's not zoomed in or distorted or anything.
Yeah, which phone? Which iPhone?
I don't know.
Well, then who cares? You can't even go to the particulars of the lens.
Well, it's an iPhone camera. There's
Okay, how about I post my picture from the side of a plane showing the wing and an upward curved horizon. So I have a picture of an upward curved horizon. You have a picture of a downward curved horizon. Who's correct?
I also have a photo of a downward curved horizon of my own. Let me see.
Hey, Grumman,
Actually,
are
I
these
think it's on my
pictures
other thing.
pictures you're posting gonna be authentic?
Something that I've used before, and then people are always like, "Why is the wing curving up and stuff?" And it's like, I mean, that's how that airplane's designed.
Oh yeah.
Really interesting, like the 777 or 787.
No, dude. There's no way to even validate this is even a photo, dude. So I don't even know what you're doing here. But whatever. I will save it. Let me save it here. $43,000 feet. Okay. Oh, at 43,000 feet, the distance to the horizon is a certain distance, right? Whatever it is, correct? Let's just call it one horizon distance. Okay, makes sense? Now, if you're on a ball and the horizon's a curve, then that means the horizon is the same distance, 360 degrees around you, correct? Not only that, but it's the same angle. From your altitude down, it's the same angle, 360 degrees around. So it's the same angle and the same distance. So where's the curvature information coming from to be rendered in the image? Think about it. In order for that curved line in your image to be the curve of the Earth, then the left and right have to be either a further distance or a shorter distance, or a bigger angle or a lesser angle. So that would mean that what you're looking at is changing distances and changing angles. How's that happening if the Earth's a ball? You know what's interesting about a flat thing? Is that to the corners is a diagonal distance that's greater than the center distance. You can't get that on a sphere, dude. So we got a problem here. So my question is, in your image, the the curve is higher in the center and it's down in the left and the right. So which portion is longer? Like which way? When you look left, is the Earth longer, or when you look right, is the Earth longer, or when you look straight ahead, is the Earth longer? Which one?
I would say left or right.
Why? Well, let me ask you this question. It's to ask of a glober, because the glober is claiming that this arc represents you're on a sphere, but it's the same distance and it's the same drop angle. So that curve is the same distance and the same drop angle. And if the z-axis and the distance and the y-axis up and down is compounded on the same axis in a two-dimensional image, which it is, then what's going on? How are you getting a curve at all? Wouldn't it have to be more of an angle to the left and to the right?
Wouldn't images on the left side also be tilted away from the images on the right side if that was Earth curve?
Well, we still got a problem that it's the same drop angle. Same drop angle, same distance. So if you're looking straight ahead and a same drop angle and the same distance causes the quote-unquote alleged curve of the Earth to be rendered high in the image, then why is it not causing the quote-unquote curve of the Earth to being rendered in the same height on the left and the right?
Why?
What's that?
I'm asking why. What's the answer?
Oh, because it's optical curve, not physical curve. That's why.
That's what I was gonna say. I knew it. I knew it. Damn fisheye lens. I bet the CIA invented the fisheye lens too.
But if you're above the Earth and the horizon is a circle, okay, that circle, the bounds of that circle is the same distance, same radius all the way around you, and the same drop angle. So if a portion of it's coming in at you and it renders at a certain height in your field of view, then the rest should as well, because it's the same. So pick any point on that line. Just look at the image he posted. Well, wait a minute. Did you guys see the image he posted? Let me post it.
Yeah, we saw it.
This one, then he posted this one here.
Yeah, we saw those. The second one.
So put your finger on any point on that apparent curved line that he's claiming is a curved line. Pick any point.
Mm-hmm.
Put your finger there. Once you got it locked in, tell me what the distance of the drop angle is. Someone already posted the distance. We'll just use 3 degrees for the drop angle. So -3 for the drop angle at 13,000 meters. Okay, you got it? 13,000 meters, 3 degrees drop. Now pick a different point. It's the same, 13,000, 3 degrees drop. Okay, so if you picked a different spot, why is it not rendered in the same position if the values from the one rendered it at a certain point in your field of view? Why are the rest of them not rendered the same? Because all the light's coming in from those points at the same distance and the same angles. You know, there's a thing out there that people think there's distortion-free lenses, and that's not true. Lenses just manage the distortions in different ways. So they preserve one quality at the expense of another, like rectilinear lenses. People say, oh, rectilinear lenses are distortion-free. Well, that's not true. In fact, if you go to an actual camera website, an actual photography website, you know, not somebody's blog or some Wikipedia article, they'll actually explain it to you. Funny enough, the way that the rectilinear lens works on preserving the distortion, if you had a color, if you had a dark, let's just say a green bottom half of a page and a red top half of the page, in the far field, the further you get away from the origin, from the center of the image, the red and the green would separate because the values increase on the y-axis as you get further away from zero. So if you actually did that and looked at it again, it would look like a curve. Kind of weird like that. So in other words, the far left and far right side of the image would look curved. And since that's how they work, and we know that, then you would expect something that's a straight line to look curved. So funnily enough, and this is weird, the globers at this altitude should expect to see a flat horizon, and they should expect that the lens is what's causing the apparent curvature, even if the Earth was a globe. You got to get a lot further away from the surface for those angular relationships to change, to where you're going to have discernible curvature information. Well, it's too bad Grumman boy didn't stick around to tell me how he's getting curvature information from the same angle and the same distance, no matter which way you look. All right, friends, go back to that image where you put your finger. Now, if you spin your head, what's happening over on the left is all of a sudden going to be in the center of the vision. It's going to be high in the frame again. What caused what's on the left to come up high in the frame? If it already was at the same drop angle and the same distance, what changed? Very interesting, huh? What's funny, dude, is that a Glover said that even the ISS shouldn't see curve. He was actually a planetarium director. All right, I'm sorry I took all the oxygen out of the room. Now I want to listen, and hopefully someone else will say something interesting.
Buzz Killington over here.
Dude, that actually gave me flashbacks to a debate that I had with Planer Walk years ago. Tried doing that same crap with the horizon and then mountains being higher or lower compared to where they should be or shouldn't be based on his assumptions of perspective. Now, notice what they do, though, bro. Check this out. It's very interesting. If the Earth was flat, this is their claim. If the Earth was flat, every object should be located in its geometric position. And we should be able to see its true geometric position. It's like, what do they think? Like, if the Earth was flat, you just see it in Tron vision, like a computer?
Yeah, but don't you know if it's flat, you can see infinitely? Haven't you been told that by Globers?
Yeah, but think about it in the opposite. Yeah, but think about it in the opposite, because they're by saying what they said, they're making an accusation against themselves. Because their model of what they think is going on requires this. Nothing should ever be where it's supposed to be in your field of view. That's their position. I know it's a globe because nothing's ever where it should be. It's somewhere else.
Well, we can add that to our list. We know it's a globe because we can't see it. We know it's spinning because we can't feel it. And we can add that to the collection.
Yeah. Something like that. But yeah, dude, I've been building stairs all day. Till 12:30 in the cold night. Raining. Colding. Up in New England. Actually, it was 50 degrees today during the day. So it wasn't too bad. Let's see, I got there at 10. And I worked till 12:30. Hey, Matrix, do you know how to crown wood?
No, I'm a boilie. Don't do timber.
Well,
As in
when you
making sure
crown
it's the
wood,
right way
so
up.
yeah, it's like it's got a curve. Usually, wood will dry on one side or the other, and it'll force itself into a curve. And
Yeah.
if you put it facing up, it's stronger.
Yeah, sunny side up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I spent
So
the
the
day
next,
doing
next
that to about 100 2x4s.
yeah.
When I was on the right
So the next
for
guy.
the sleepers, you have to do
Go
that.
ahead.
Or they moisture soaks into them and wrecks them for timbers on the right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You always got to do that. Actually, like I was cutting stringers for the stairs the other night, and I kind of like I had to make sure I messed around with that because if you cut them where they're the opposite crown, like it'll pull your stairs apart where you're going to put your tread. But I was thinking that the next person that I train about any of that, I'm going to tell them that you have to account for the curvature of the Earth. But that's what you're doing. It has nothing to do with compression at all. And I'm just going to tell him that's what it is, man. I'm not even going to tell him it's about strength. And then I'm going to see if he leaves and goes on and tells somebody else.
Kind of like asking someone to go get you a wood stretching tool.
I mean, you can actually stretch wood if you do it right. But you got to put it in like this big chamber. Gets it all moist, like super humidity. You can even bend it. I got a nice board bender. for doing decks. Pretty cool. Man, was I too hard on that Grumman guy? I don't know my own strength.
No. You just dropped the facts on him. It probably made him feel bad.
Oh man. All right. I'm going in to get some donuts. The 7-Eleven. I'm gonna go on mute. Hopefully somebody will say something cool that I can listen to. I don't have anything else to talk about because all I've been doing is watching the drama shows, flat Earth drama shows, all day. Well, no, I was listening to music, but then I listened to stuff about some goings on in the community.
Were you listening to Eric Dubé's Flat Earth rap?
Oh, why? Do you have one? I think I heard it before a little bit. Oh man.
Hello there. Hello. Hello. नहीं.
Hero.
Well, this guy ain't too smart. I'll come back when it's more active later on when all the Americans wake up. Good luck with that, mate. Probably better off taking your chances now.
That chat says what?
Who? What?
How?
What's on? Who's on first?
I'm here for the debate. The
What
debate.
debate? The
There is no
debate?
debate.
The debate of all time.
Well, it ain't flat Earth versus globe. That debate's over.
What about flat Earth versus triangle?
Well, there's no evidence for a triangle, just like there's no evidence for a globe.
Okay, man. When you find out it's a triangle, you're going to be real shocked. Actually, it's a cube.
Oh God, this is so low tier, man.
It's a time. Are you aware of the theories of Jean Ray?
Are you aware you sound like you're off your head?
Are you aware that if your family tree has no branches, you might, your parents might be related by blood?
Look, man. You don't want to accept the time cube? That's on you,
Well, you
man.
started off, hey, kid, you started off with a triangle, then you jumped to a cube. Which is it?
It's a cube, a time cube.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, just for entertainment's sake, what proof have you got that validates your time cube Earth?
I don't know if you would comprehend it, man.
What
You don't know
instrument
if I
was it measured
comprehend
with?
it.
It might be too advanced for you.
Yeah, that doesn't tell me the instrument, though.
All right, I'll post a thing in the chat. I'll post a graph proving it.
Oh, I'm
Just
sure.
give me 2 seconds. All right, I posted it. So there you go.
Listen, bro. Diagrams don't prove things.
All right, just look in the chat, man.
So who's
Yeah, I'm
being
looking.
hosted in this deal?
Diagrams don't prove things.
He's gone into the pub. He's nicked someone's beer coaster. There's probably a very large man who wants his beer mat back. Go and give it back to him.
A lot of people want to silence Gene Ray, and that's
Don't
unfortunate.
know who he is. Don't care. They're irrelevant.
Well, he was a genius, and you're not. So
obviously.
Well, you don't even know me.
It's a fourth dimensional space-time cube.
Oh, so you're not talking
Where's
about
the evidence for it? Empirical
Look,
evidence? You know what
man.
that is? The data? That type shit?
I think you
Look,
guys
okay, let's just
are
do this.
just
Let's
as
do this.
bad as the Globers.
Let's do this. Say someone crawled out of the Amazon rainforest. They've never had any contact with the outside world. How do you convince them that this time cube thing actually exists in reality? What do you show them? What do you do? You have an infinite budget. It's a hypothetical. Let's see if you can do hypotheticals.
Rocket ship.
You're going to take a rocket ship with your frickin' Amazonian.
Blow his mind.
What is the rocket ship going to do? How does that prove time cube? Or you're on the globe. You fell back on the globe. So you think you're going to stick him in a rocket ship and prove the globe? You haven't even done that for yourself.
Nope. It's a cube. I told you.
Yeah. Well, how are you going to prove that the Amazonian dude?
Rocket
He's in a
ship.
fucking
You
loincloth.
told me I had an infinite budget.
Is that how you did it?
Yep.
Okay. So you went on a rocket ship?
Maybe you don't want to believe it, but yes.
Okay, sure. Okay. Where? When?
I can't tell you that.
Okay. So we don't do
Not
secret
everyone
evidence?
is a fucking loser, okay?
Well, you are. Low tier, dude. Look, fucking 12-year-olds came in here playing the trumpet. They were better trollers than you.
I got the truth.
It's like, tell us you were the fucking weird kid nobody spoke to in high school without telling us.
Dude, he's probably inside of his locker on his cell phone.
Why not just ask
That's
for
the
help?
time cube, man. He's in it. That's the time rectangle.
No, he's squished into the top section.
That's how they got him in the locker. Like, it's a time cube, bro. Just go in there. You'll go into the fourth
I was
dimension.
going to meet fucking Doctor Who.
And just as he puts his face in, get in there, you little bastard. Door shut. Stay.
Maybe he goes in the cube on that dude's head.
But Mom, I'm locked in a locker.
At least he managed to do the hypothetical. Yeah, I don't know who. Someone posted that meme like yesterday. I don't know who made it, but it's fucking hilarious. The one I sent you, Matrix.
Yeah, that got added to my collection. That was good. You see, oh mate, look at that. Takes a breath. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm out of here. Another customer.
We need to make a meme, right? You know, you get them clips of women generally women, right? Trying to put petrol in a Tesla or some shit. We need to make a meme of that. The globe are trying to prove the globe, you know?
You see that meme from Tactical Droid? It's freaking hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. It's the Godfather one. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I call that, yeah.
Oh man, that one's so
You
good.
never wanted evidence. Might have been Tactical Droid that made that other one too, the one I posted. I think he's currently on his meme game.
That's pretty good.
So how's this? A couple of days ago on Facebook, someone posted up, I'm a flat earth believer. Is there any smart globie who can convert me to a globe earth, please? Please help me. And this one peanut gets out there. No, if you're a flat earther, you'll always be a flat earther. Flat earth is just a belief. Facts are irrelevant. And therefore, no facts will ever make you change your mind. So I couldn't help myself. I thought, that's it. I've had enough of these peanuts. I've sent a message back to him. Facts like no measured curvature, water resting as flat and level and covering 70+% of the known world, be more helpful. Tell him about the facts. Or was this just a poison of the well so you could dodge the facts?
Did you get an answer?
So, oh yeah, I got a whole string of freaking answers.
Is this
So I had a
Facebook or
right
something?
meltdown. This is Facebook, man.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
like where
You can just
the smart TikTokers go. So he sends one back. It will not help to tell him about the facts. He would continue to believe the fact that flat and level are the same and that no curvature is measured because that's what he's told to believe. He would just nah to facts, showing him that flat and level are not the same and that curvature indeed is measured. Flat earthers are not interested in facts. So I've got on there. So you'll stick to poison of the well and not present any. You were easy. And then he went into meltdown mode. And I've got about 10 posts of stupid shit that follows that.
You're
freaking awesome, dude.
Oh, man. Oh, shit.
As soon as you expose that they're dodging the topic and they're just being little gossiping bitches, they freak out because there's nowhere for them to go. Their whole argument is just like an ad hom / genetic fallacy / like you said, poisoning the well. That's it. Flat earthers this and flat earthers that and I'll just say, like, I can be stupid. The earth is still flat. I can be retarded. The earth is still flat. Doesn't matter what I am. The earth is still flat.
Yeah, I was having a good laugh. He did post up a little video. Actually, that's a YouTube one. I can post that in our channel. Copy. Get over
Professor
there.
Dave.
No, it's not Professor Stupid. I was going to say it was Professor Dave. He was going to get it, man. It was going to be on. Ooh, what happened there? Crikey. That's better. Right, that's the little video he posted up. As soon as I saw who it was from.
Oh my God. Serious. My
that was
goodness.
one of the things he posted up. As soon as I seen the name of who it was from, I was like, yeah, that's it. Game over. You're out.
This is posted 8 years ago. If this video was such good proof, how come there's more flat earthers now than then?
I thought you'd love that.
Yeah, they're fucking stuck.
Dude, just look
so
at the
long
clarity
ago.
of the air. There's like you can see the inferior mirage beyond all that water, right?
Hold on, it gets better. I'll show you one of the other images. You've all seen that one before.
And dude, look at the listen. Can you look at the water? Look how fast the water's moving, like left to right or right to left.
Listen to it. Have a listen to the actual clip, and there's like how windy it is. Like seriously, if there is no swell in that, I'd eat me hat.
They always pick them days, though. They always do that.
So the last one, the
Fucking Jaren with his 8-foot arms, okay.
with his 8-foot arms, yeah. The one at the bottom with the HUD. This was the comment that come back with it. I prefer facts, not baseless nonsense. Is that poison to you? Question mark. Well, I told you, for a flat earther, facts are irrelevant, or even poison. This is a HUD in a 787 at 38,000 feet. The long line in the middle is level at the aircraft's position. The double line is the aircraft's attitude, 2 degrees nose up. The clouds above the horizon are very clearly seen at 2 degrees down from level due to Earth's curvature. This is what airline pilots see in the very precise instruments every day at work. Flat Earth nonsense.
My God, it's an artificial horizon. Bro, this is the stupidest argument. I can't even believe they're still saying it. If they were pointed at the horizon on a flat Earth or globe, they'd crash into the fucking ground. Right? If you line up the fucking plane with the horizon, you're gonna crash into the fucking ground.
Well, anyways, there was another dude that posted the Jaren one. So I commented on that. Go watch it again and what happened to the laser. And that I just left it at that. And all of a sudden, where's retard? Oh, sorry, the first one was they started off with a laser and changed to a flashlight. Why? And oh, mate gets on here. It was a flashlight, not a laser. And what do you mean? What happened to it? And that's what I put down there. Go watch it again. What happened to the laser? And then all of a sudden, the first guy gets back, and his comment to help his friend out. Yes, he is. Diffraction specs on the laser were not good enough. They dropped the laser because, as Jaren himself experienced in the video, the divergence specs of the 3000 milliwatt laser they used were not good enough at 5 millirad. And,
he didn't drop the laser. He said he melted this. They had photographs of it with the melted collimator on the laser.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's...
but it wouldn't have worked anyway, dude.
With
you
the laser
never
through the
perform
holes?
a test over land.
Yeah, over land and then freaking just lining the holes up. How did you even think you were going to do that? Oh, I'm going to just measure 6 feet off the ground?
If the laser holds still and you've got enough people, you can lift the little boards up and line the holes up with the laser.
You know, I watched this guy, Farmcraft, on YouTube, right? Does a lot of, he's a farmer. He's doing repairs constantly, but he's very much into his hydraulics and big machinery lately. And he was trying to repair a piston arm, right? And there was a big crack through basically where the holes are for the pin. So he had to gouge off one of the sides. And, you know, these holes are separated by 1.5 feet probably. That was the size. And so he gouged it off, you know, because he kind of arsed up just repairing the crack. So he just took the whole thing off and had to weld the whole thing back on. And even then he struggled. He didn't prepare in advance to keep the holes aligned, and he struggled to get them realigned just at 1.5 feet. You know, these 2 pinholes. Then we're talking about Jaren over, I don't remember what the distance is, but yeah, lining up holes. It's not an easy task, you know.
It's like I think they said a kilometer and a half, 1.6 kilometers, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, fucking good luck, man. But Matrix, I see why you're coming in here with like your patience tank at 0. You spent it all on Facebook, man, and then you come in here.
Yeah, I'm only allocated $3 a week, and I burn them up in the first 8 minutes on Facebook. Oh shit! Yeah, that was last week. That one. That's why I said it there. I just, as soon as when that old mate started poisoning the well, like his first comment was, "Yeah, I expect you to give this, and but flat earthers don't accept this, and it's just like, dude, you poisoned the well. Do you want the answers or not?" So yeah, that's why I put the poison the well thing on there. And then he went into meltdown mode and started posting just all dumb shit. And it's like, yeah, I've got ya.
Nothing's ever going to update. Like, you know, the top 10 reasons we know the Earth's a globe articles are never going to update. You know, they're never going to extrapolate on anything to do with the Netflix tests, and Wolfie's never going to put out, you know, content that's scrutinizing his own observations. We're going to be fucking dealing with these people that are bringing 2015 bullshit constantly for the rest of time, man.
Like the dude that was just here, Grumman.
Yeah.
That's fucking weak ass sauce, dude.
Yeah.
The Greeks knew the Earth was a ball. How'd they know the Earth was a ball? Well, they looked at the sun. They looked at the moon. They looked at everything but the Earth. That's how they knew the Earth was a ball. Fucking... Their brainers, like some of these guys, their brain is just mush. It's like mashed potatoes inside that skull, man.
Drace was posting some hilarious fucking Eratosthenes memes earlier.
Was he?
Yeah, see if it's still here or if it's gone. Does this chat reset?
Imagine like someone said, prove you live in a mansion, and you showed all the houses in your neighborhood but yours.
Here they are, man.
Yeah, you show all the shit houses in the neighbourhood. Mine's the good one.
It's invisible. It's too big to see. You just can't see my house. It's so big. You have to go to space to see my house.
Show a picture of some Greek mansion from like 200 BC.
Have a look at them, guys.
Oh, man. Diamond fruit. Oh my god. Dude's got rainbow hair.
What did I say? Yeah, the adventures of Alzheimer man in the desert.
Some of those are good. I like the refraction one. That's freaking good.
Did Drace make those or did he borrow them?
I think he made them.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, because he did one for each of the like really absurd claims that prove a globe. You know, he's not even got him staring at the sun. You know.
I like that. The one at the top of the mountain freezing his bollocks off. Still thinking it's a globe. That's great.
Yeah, the Greeks certainly knew. I can't stand these globers, man, because if you were to just transport them back to that day and age, they'd be ridiculing and laughing at people like Aristosthenes and whatnot, even if he was actually real.
Doing me Facebook scroll here. There's a meme that's posted up. Split screen top half. And the top one, it's got a young girl holding a sign. You'll die of old age, I'll die of climate change. Then the bottom half is this old dude. My money's on stupidity taking you out long before the climate does. Oh, I love it.
Matrix.
Yeah.
Do you think it's actually possible that the world could function if every single person was self-aware?
Oh, there'd be a few teething issues when they switched over, but there was a little video that was put out what would happen in the first 30 days if everyone knew the earth was flat. Just the lack of trust in authorities, education systems, flight systems. Everyone would have their little meltdown over that. But once they got over it, things would start becoming a lot better. But yeah, I think it could function quite well. once they get past that initial jump. But having, I don't know, 7 billion people suffering cog dis instantaneously would not be a good week.
Oh, fuck that, man.
If we could just like do it in small stages, which is what's happening now, then yeah, it'd be all right. But
I know, but doesn't it seem to you that all the calamity that is the spice of life is the product of ignorance and lack of self-awareness? So it's like, if every human was self-aware, well, it would just be boring, no?
Well, everyone's
There would be
different,
no
so
troubles.
there's still going to be things going on.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you know, I'm exaggerating, but like, I don't know.
That's like when little kids ask, how come we're all different? And the answer is, because it'd be as boring as batshit if we were all the same.
Yeah, but you know, if like you know, you're in the soul world and you're like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna pick Earth for my physical holiday this year. And it's like the whole premise of the Earth experience is, yeah, 99% of the entities you're gonna interact with in here are dumb as all shit, and that's the excitement.
Yeah, just hoping for that 1%.
You know, that's the whole point behind this specific experience here. Learning to deal with endless fucking traffic cones in front of you. Just don't see it. I don't see it. If it was meant to happen, it would have already happened. You know, we went through far more enlightened periods for humanity, and we didn't manage then. It's certainly not going to happen now. You know.
Yeah, we've got the media is helping. I think if you're gonna have a large a mass awakening, you'd have to somehow disable television or just hack it so that the only thing was facts getting broadcast, not the usual scheduled BS.
It just seems built into the whole construct. As soon as a human opens their mouth, something's there to be misinterpreted. And that's it. From there, you're
I'll tell you
fucked.
one thing I have been amazed by. When I first jumped into 24/7, someone said every single time a really cool argument's going down, or like someone's getting schooled properly, or some pure facts are getting dropped, there will always be some kind of random interruption or something going on. And I have been absolutely blown away by the amount of times it's happened. Home server, some random clown will drop in and do a fart noise just as India or Jedi is saying something awesome, and some clown's just about to get a free education. Over at politics, your usual slew of muppets that come skimming through. In here, the ones from politics that decide they need to come and help us. It's absolutely amazing. Like, when they first, I can't even remember who said it now, but when they first said it, I thought, oh yeah, it's just a bit of a laugh. And it just hasn't ended. It's like, wow, it's still going 2 years later. Someone's just about to get a free lesson and stupid drops in. Or just another random clown has to jump in and do a burp noise or, hi, my name's David, and I'm sure you all need to know me. And it's like, dude, you could have done it 10 seconds earlier, you could have done it 10 seconds later, but you picked the perfect time. Like, shit.
Yeah, I mean, you can count on it happening, man.
Oh, it's crazy. Sometimes I'm sitting back going, how the hell did he time that so perfectly that he was going to say something profound right when a clown was going to drop in?
Yeah. The worst part, man, is when it's flat earthers doing it.
Yeah.
I've heard some fucking insane random tangent being inserted from a flat earther right after, Indio's just explained some point, to the smallest details. And instead, as soon as they finish and you're waiting for the Glober to respond, flat earther or something comes in with some just fucking irrelevant tangent. That happens far too much. Yeah, they generally do get called out, Toby, but the problem is then you've got the calling out, and that's a tangent in itself. And then after the calling out, you have the hurt feelings phase, and then you have the three other moderators coming in to judge the situation phase, and then, we'll put this guy on mute phase. And, is the Glober still? Oh, no, he ducked out. He left. Oh.
Yeah, it's like, here's my turn to duck out. Go on.
Yeah, so. Yeah, I mean, if you were to go with like reality, some type of simulation matrix, and you've got all these interruptions you were describing, Matrix, it's almost like the system protecting itself, the agents. Generating all these little moments to make sure things are always disrupted.
Now, that's something I saw the other day, like you just reminded me about all the agents. We all think that the movie is about Neo being the one. Neo is not the one. Agent Smith is.
Yeah, I've heard that theory, yeah.
Yeah, I saw a little clip on it the other day, and I thought about it and went, wow, that is crazy. I've never. Because the prophecy was that the original, that the one would be born in the Matrix. Neo wasn't. Smith was. Every single thing that the Oracle said, all of it ties to Smith.
Yeah, I'd need to go back and watch a video on it, man. Heard it ages ago.
Yeah, I only heard it, I think, last week, and I went to save it. Did I save it? Probably not, no, my luck.
But the whole thing in the Matrix where, agents can just take over anybody's body at any moment, right? And utilize them.
Yeah.
And it's like what you're describing, the interruptions. Could be who knows if that person was just like they're in another channel and they have no intention of coming into this channel, but some little fucking random intrusive thought enters them right at the moment, right? They're not in this channel, but in this channel, like Indio's explaining something, right? And then they have something just takes over them and they come in and they do a stupid interruption. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never
Yeah,
know
they
if
were
something
sitting.
like that's going on in reality.
They were there all calm and chill, and next thing,
But
time to
sure
say something
feels
stupid.
like it. Yeah. Like, how would you ever be able to tell if something like that is or isn't happening in reality? You know?
Yes, the one will have the ability to change the matrix at will. Neo can't do that. Smith does. Welcome to our new person.
Oh, honey.
Yes.
Tell us, Raw Honey. What do you think you live on? Is it a ball covered with water, spinning, tilting, wobbling through the vacuum of space? Or is it planar with topography?
Me personally, bro, I think I live on a big ball. You know,
Why's that, man?
because I grew up knowing that, always like seeing the moon footage, the photos, school. That's what school taught us, bro. Pretty much.
So school taught you it was a ball, and you just went, you know what? That's good enough for me. I'm on my way. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's flat?
So have you ever looked into it and actually gone out to like measure it or check it and see if all that stuff they taught you at school was true and correct, or you just accepted it?
Feel like it's just logical. Because I watched a couple videos of like, it wouldn't make sense if the Earth was just flat.
Why not? What bit don't you get?
Because like constantly, like if you're like hypothetically, if you're just walking constantly, is there an end of the Earth or like? Because it wouldn't make
There's an
sense
end
if there was like
that wouldn't make sense.
no, like just like two ends and just like there's like a big amount of water and the water is just staying on the Earth and it's just a flat surface. It wouldn't make
Yeah,
it doesn't like
you ever seen a lake?
easy. Huh?
Seen a lake? Have you ever seen
I've
a
seen a
lake?
lake
A big body of water being contained?
Yes.
Yeah. So that wouldn't make sense on a flat Earth.
What? Was it? Hey, this is me personally. I just believe it's just wrong.
Yeah, we know. You know, we were all raised the same. We were thought it was a globe. Believed it was a globe for all the same reasons. We didn't start life as flat earthers.
Could you give me like, because you believe the Earth is flat, right?
There's no belief involved. It's experienced that way. It's measured that way. So it's verified.
So you're like a person like you want to see it for yourself type of guy.
No, just certain claims, especially extraordinary ones, need to be verified to me at this point in my life.
Do you have like a big question?
Well, you wouldn't say like any claim regarding the nature of the Earth is an extraordinary claim. And you'd want verifying information following it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's all that's going on here. So we had the claim that the Earth is a sphere of certain dimensions, therefore there should be a certain rate of curvature on its surface. We go out in reality, we measure for that, we don't find it. Therefore, how could we conclude it's a ball?
Hey, gravity, the way the Earth moves on the axis and everything, I feel like that just makes more sense than because a large sum of people just believe the Earth is just round because of like I don't
A
know.
large sum of people used to believe that women were witches as well. But you're obviously intelligent enough to see that was a load of shit, you know? So, I mean, doesn't matter how many people you get to believe something, it doesn't make it true. Necessarily.
So, can I just ask a question?
Go for it, man.
If you could give me one reason why you think the Earth is flat, can you just tell me why? Like, just out of all,
It measures flat.
What is it? What'd you say?
It measures as flat.
It measures as flat.
Yeah, it's that simple. Unfortunately. We know it's hard to hear when you're deep into believing it's a globe, but it's that simple. There's no surface curvature. Therefore, physically and logically, cannot be a ball.
Would you say that's obvious?
What was that?
Would you say that's obvious?
That if it's not curving,
Well, I mean, we immediately
flat.
we all immediately experience the Earth as flat and motionless, right? But it doesn't necessarily make it so. So, I mean, obvious from like your direct experience, yeah, kind of, but you still need to go and verify it. And when it's verified, yeah, the results are obvious.
I'll tell you what's not obvious, that it's a spinning ball. Because if it was, children wouldn't need to be told and then be shocked to learn that the Earth is a spinning ball. Not that they learned it, not that they were taught it. They were just told it is. And they believe it.
Yeah, so Rohan, I don't know if you're still here. Obviously, when you first come to this topic and you hear this proposition that the Earth is flat, and you're like, oh, there's so many things that just wouldn't make sense on a flat Earth. Well, that's because you're taking a lot of your presuppositions about things such as the sun, the moon, the stars, all this type of stuff, and you're just trying to cram that into some flat Earth model you have in your mind, basically. But when you go back and reassess how you're interpreting these other things, then they start to make a lot more sense in a flat Earth. In fact, they only can make sense on a flat Earth because that's the only thing we actually have in reality. So whatever anything is doing, it's doing it. You know, on or above or whatever on a flat Earth.
So you just think it's just flat, just no round Earth.
No. I'll give you an example of this, right? We got a lot of people that come in and say, oh, if the Earth was flat, it'd be daytime everywhere, right? But that's because in their mind, they've just taken the planet Earth, right, spherical Earth, and squished it down into a flat disk and kept it in the same heliocentric model with a 93 million mile distant sun that's, 850,000 mile diameter. And obviously, with that source of light at them scales, yeah, it would only illuminate, and assuming this flat disk is not moving or rotating, yeah, it would illuminate the entire surface of that flat
So
disk.
how
And
does
there would be no nighttime. But that's the problem.
how was your
You're
thought about like the
conflating two cosmologies at that point.
So what's your thought about like the solar system and how the way the sun goes around or how the earth rotates around the sun and the moon rotating around the earth, like day and night compared to like a flat earth? I don't know, like the earth is not
Yeah,
the earth, but the
what is
sun
the
is
sun
too
in
like the
what's the
sun,
sun in your flat earth? That's my
huh?
point.
It just wouldn't make any sense. Like the earth, not the earth, but the sun is too big for the logic of a flat earth, if you know what I'm saying. Like,
So how big is it?
what?
The sun. How big is it?
I'm not pretty sure, but it's a pretty damn big.
How do you know?
I mean, how do I know? Because
you've been told,
it's been proven, it's been told,
It's been proven.
Yeah,
Interesting. How?
Hey,
has that
science,
been proven?
science, satellites. It's all there. It's all in that base.
Oh, yeah, it's all there.
So like this flat Earth talk, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I feel like it's already been proven. It's just people just.
It doesn't make sense because you're trying to compare it to existing stories, and you're trying to what you've done.
I'm saying it doesn't make sense because it's already been proven. So like, what is the point of keep talking about
the reason
going
it
over
doesn't
each
make
other?
sense to you, the reason it doesn't make sense is a lot of people do this. They go, right, we've been told that we are in our little solar system, we've got the sun in the middle and all the planets going around, and the planet is this ball that spins itself. Now, what's happened is a lot of people come along and they go, right, flat Earth. I'll just grab the existing heliocentric model and I'll remove Earth from it and I'll insert the pizza planet. And that's what they do. And then they sit back and go, how does all your shit work? So that is what you've done.
If you, Ronnie,
the Earth is flat,
look. Hold on, wait. Before we continue, if you go to side chat, I've posted something for you. Can you read through it first, and then we'll continue? Posted it 29 minutes past the hour.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So you managed to read it?
Wait, were you asking me to look up something?
He came up.
What?
Yeah, I did. I asked you to look in the side chat. Here's something I posted for you to read. The text chat.
Hold on. What chat did you type in?
the text chat that's associated with this channel.
Side chat. So you know how HVC has its own text chat.
I mean, I just joined, so just joined the server.
Have you just joined Discord? Because this is a
No.
feature that Discord has for a while. So each voice chat has its own built-in accompanying text chat. Right. So at the bottom of you, are you on phone or PC? Sorry, say again.
PC computer.
Oh, well, I don't know how it works then on PC.
Okay, my turn. Excellent.
Just scroll,
Okay, on
scroll
PC.
over the voice channel. You'll get a little speech bubble. Click on that.
Yeah.
Open chat.
So where it says 24/7 Flat Earth Discord, if you hold your mouse on that, just to the right of that, you'll see the little speech bubble.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah, click on that. It'll open the chat up for you. And you're looking for 29 minutes past the hour.
So you believe in no space, no gravity, no asteroids, no actual rotation, no motion, no curvature, no globe. That is kind of insane.
What's wrong?
We're
No
not asking.
globe, no space, no gravity. Like gravity's been taught. I mean, that's not even.
Yeah,
gravity,
come on, Raw. Look,
gravity has been
again,
proven.
use your ears and listen. Every single flat earther in here grew up and went through the same educational systems you did.
It's not
we
even.
know exactly what's being taught.
It's
We know
just
what's
common
being claimed.
sense.
The difference is we've looked into
It's
things
not
such
actually.
as gravity to see that there's no actual scientific validation of such a thing.
Look, it doesn't mean that we denied the relationship that solids and liquids have, right, with a medium that is that they're more dense than.
So do you not
We
believe
understand
in
what
Newton's
happens
law?
in that scenario. We understand they go down. They fall to the ground, right? They have a downward vector.
You don't believe in Newton's law
until they meet another surface, right? Yeah, no, we understand that happens, but when with the gravity, right? There's this whole other. Well, there's lots of different stories that go along with it. It's not even a consensus, but there's these main stories that are taught about why that happens and what the requirements that must be present in order for it to happen, such as a huge giant ball floating in space, right? So we can deny people's stories which they string on to the phenomenon that nobody observes and nobody has performed a scientific experiment to validate, and we can still accept the phenomenon.
Yeah, I think you're getting a little bit ahead here. You immediately clinging on to gravity. Like, I needed you to read
gravity is like
and understand what it's implying.
No,
And
the
I don't
reason
think
why I'm
you yet
going off of
understand
gravity
what it's
because
implying.
like gravity is one of
No,
those
don't
things
worry.
that have
Don't
been.
worry about gravity. You're not ready to discuss gravity, bro. It's like,
You
again,
can't
you're
just cut
still at
me
the
off and say
level where
I'm
you're
not.
conflating two cosmological
No, you
models
cannot just
together
say
to make
like
your
you can't just
conclusions.
cut me off and just. You're supposed to have like a reasonable.
He's trying to save you from yourself, mate.
I'm trying to
try to save you from yourself, pretty much. Do you understand yet?
You're just
You are
blabbering
conflating
about.
two entirely different cosmological models to draw conclusions. Do you understand?
Right, if you're not allowed to think, I don't know what you can do.
We didn't say you couldn't think. What we want you to do is do this step
I'm
by
trying to
step.
speak.
No, hold on. Don't get too excited. I'm still
I'm
here.
not getting
It's all good.
excited. I'm just
You
talking.
are.
I'm just talking to you.
Do you understand that you've conflated two separate cosmologies?
Hey, I'm just using one of your claims with one of my claims.
No.
We're just putting them together.
Do you understand that you've
just talking
inserted
about
pizza disc
counter-argument? You gotta use
into... No, I don't care what you're talking about. I need you to confirm... Why is he fucking talking? Dude, just hold on a second.
Flat Earth logic is literally dumbasses talking about stupid shit.
Well, listen here, dumbasses talking about stupid shit. You believe in a fucking ball, and you've got no proof of
there's
curvature.
no motion, no asteroids, no gravity.
Have you felt any? Okay, let's do the side story. Raw honey, let's do this. Oh, look, for fuck's sake. Hold on, guy. Whoa! For fuck's sake. Dude, you don't have to melt down.
Don't try and fucking reason with him. He's spagging.
Guy, the reason they want to go through this one at a time is so you didn't do that. All right? The whole gravity thing is an episode on its own. You don't want to go into that shit. Like, seriously, it is a freaking headache by itself. So, what you've done is you've grabbed the old pizza planet and you've thrown it into the heliocentric model. We don't want you to do that. The reason for that is flat disk pizza planet in place of ball-tard planet looks fucking stupid and doesn't work at all. And everyone here will probably agree with that. That's a Flat Earth Society call, that shit. Not ours.
First of all, I wasn't trying to mix two of our thoughts together.
Yes, you are.
I wasn't.
Okay,
I was asking for you.
So that
from you,
that conception there, you disagree with that?
Right, you just cut me off.
So a flat disk in a heliocentric solar system is stupid, correct? Come on, honey. Show us that you can understand something here.
First of all, I was not comparing you two and putting them into one. I was just asking a question.
When you said the Earth being flat and the sun is so big and so far away, that's you conflating two models. So.
Yeah, we're not actually presenting any model. We're just saying go outside and have a look. But, because there's going to be certain things that you think are just a given, right? Just naturally, because that's what we're conditioned to believe. Like obviously said before, we went through the same education system now. We went through the same conditioning program that turned us into Earth's a ball in outer space, look at it on TV. Yeah, we were all like that. So we understand what all the reasons that they say that the Earth is a ball. We've all looked at them and found them lacking, and then looked at reality and said, well, it's not what they're telling us, right?
Yeah, see, when you hear we disagree with gravity, what you hear in your mind is we're denying the observed phenomenon of some things going towards the ground, right? But what we're actually saying is we disagree with the claim to the cause of that effect, which at the current mainstream scientific rhetoric would be bending and warping of space-time. That's what we disagree with.
So you guys don't believe that space is expanding, the constant rate, the Earth is spinning?
You can demonstrate it. We'll believe it.
And to be honest,
has any of this ever been demonstrated to you?
It's been demonstrated.
If so, how? Provide it. Provide the scientific validation, because you understand that's what science is, right? You observe a naturally occurring phenomenon, You formulate a hypothesis about it. Then you formulate an experiment to manipulate an independent variable that should affect the phenomenon. Therefore, you scientifically validate it or falsify. So do you have the experiment for what you just claimed?
I guess give me a second. I'll put it in the chat.
That's fine.
Yeah, you've never observed any of that stuff that you rattled off. Expansion of the universe, Earth
I mean,
spinning,
have you
all that.
observed the Earth being flat? Like, you can't just say
Yes.
No,
Yes.
All right, tell me how you observe the Earth being flat right now.
Have you ever been
When you go
outside
to
your
a
house?
lake, yeah, if you go to a lake and look at the lake, it's flat. You see from one side to the other. There's no curvature to it. It's flat. Water in significant portions, like a volume. This at rest,
So if
the
I look at a
surface is
mountain,
flat.
that means the Earth is built like a triangle. That literally doesn't make any type of sense, bro. Because you're using one comparison for the whole
What do you think we
mankind of
mean
like
by
our.
flat? Wait, what do you think we mean when we say flat?
I mean, from the image I'm seeing, it just looks like a flat.
Yeah, but you don't think we're talking about like ideal flatness that doesn't exist in reality, right?
I mean, what does
We're
the
not talking
word
about a
flat
distant
even mean
space.
to you guys anymore? Like,
I mean, the Earth has topography, it has mountains, it has valleys, right?
We're not even claiming a map or a model. We're not even claiming that we know the shape of the Earth. We're just saying that our experience tells us, right, that the surface of liquid at rest is horizontal, and liquid covers a majority of the Earth's surface, makes up most of the Earth's surface, of the known surface, and if oceans of that size, right, if the surface is water, then it can't be a ball. It's horizontal. And then you got the land that pokes up, right, out of the water. You got shorelines, right? And you know what's funny is that they measure the elevation of the land that protrudes from the water.
so how would time zones work
by
in
using
your
the water?
Earth?
They use the water, bro, as a horizontal
How
reference
would time
datum.
zones work in your model of
So you're not
Earth?
listening to anything that's been said,
Bro,
right?
were you aware that they use sea level, like the shoreline, you know, where the sea meets the land, as a reference to horizontal in order to gauge the elevation changes above that? But I bet you didn't know that.
Sure, he's not
Anyway,
aware of
what was
very
the
much, to be
question?
honest. Time zones.
Yeah, flat Earth is a real thing.
What do you mean by time zones? Can you be more specific? Can you describe what you mean by time zones?
Like daytime, nighttime,
Yeah,
rotation,
the
like
sun moves